Hello and welcome to It Was a Movie. This is Colin.
This is Niall.
And this was the movie Super Mario Brothers from 1993, not the 2003 cartoon. There is a Super Mario Galaxy movie coming out pretty soon. Maybe it's out already. I don't know. I'm just saying. This one runs for 104 minutes. Directors.
It does run for a long time.
Yeah, you always know there's going to be issues when it's two directors on a movie. Morton and Annabel Jankel. And they only got this job because they directed Max Headroom.
Yeah, weirdly, you can feel the influence in a big way.
Yeah, I guess.
Like the CGI, the computer graphics, was pretty bad. Like at least with Max Headroom, you kind of expected the graphics intentionally to be bad.
Yeah, the jumps.
Yeah, this is bad. That said, I didn't mind some of the practical effects, but it does feel very Max Headroom at times. But
I didn't detest this movie as much as I thought I was going to detest it. To be honest with you, I thought.
In fact, you thought it was one of your favorites.
No, like the last 40 minutes or so dragged for me. I was like, okay, let's finish this. This could be an hour and 30-minute movie, and I'd be pretty happy with it being that long, that short.
I think half an hour would have done me fine.
Yeah.
It's not great. Let's be honest. There's not many parts of this movie you think, that'll make me watch this again.
No, it's born out of a very bad film shoot. The two directors were not liked at all. They were given very bad swear word nicknames. Bob Hoskins hated them. Dennis Hopper yelled at them for 3 hours straight about certain things. I think they were locked out of the editing room at some point, the directors, because nobody trusted them anymore to do any editing on it.
I seen an interview with John Leguizamo saying like they kind of give up and just drank the entire time they were on set. They were just drunk all the time because why bother? It's a crap movie. Directors are rubbish. Let's have fun. We're getting paid.
Yeah, Bob Hoskins broke his finger. John Leguizamo broke his leg.
Yeah. Jesus.
One of the directors, I think Rocky Morton, threw hot coffee over an extra because he didn't like what they wore or something. So this movie, as you look at it, you can see the horribleness of the background making of it. I think from just not knowing the background of it and just reading it today, what the horribleness of everything that happened in the background, I just felt like a lot of the action shots are just so badly shot or so badly edited together. It's really poor filmmaking. Yeah.
There's one particular action shot that really annoys the crap out of me, and that is I think they're escaping Koopa Tower, and just like, oh look, there's the bomb. Oh look, there's the rock. Oh, princess, and they're just pointing different directions, just saying things, and then they jump in the back of a truck. It's the worst scene we've seen in a while.
The mattress down the pipes were the worst action scene.
That was, that wasn't so great.
No, like they could not direct an action shot.
He had to get into a pipe at some point. He had to get into a pipe though.
I'm just happy they didn't do the back and forward arm motion as they jumped. I'm just happy that didn't happen.
They missed a massive thing where they come out of the pipe and it doesn't go cloo cloo cloo.
Well, it felt out of place. Like when the movie starts, you get the original Super Mario Brothers music, and you then just go into this. You just go into a dystopian nightmare movie that's not funky. It's not bright colored like the entire Mario World games are, apart from the castle levels.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the flavor of Mario. This is not a Mario movie, other than it says Super Mario on the label. Nothing in this movie would make me think of Super Mario. The Koopas and the Goombas bear no relation.
No. Well, they're a little small pea head on a big body. They're very fun as characters in the movie screen. I kind of like them.
I absolutely love how they're designed, but it's no relation to the damn game. Any of them. Where's Bowser? They went with the second-rate princess, not Princess Peach.
Yeah, Peach. Yeah, I was wondering. I thought the Peach was going to be Mario's girlfriend. That They were parading around. No, they were Daisy. Well, the cast, just to mention the cast, with Bob Hoskins, Who Framed Roger Rabbit came out before this, I believe. John Leguizamo, whose name is horrible to pronounce. Yeah, Leguizamo. Dennis Hopper, who we've seen a lot of, Easy Rider, Space Truckers. Samantha Mathis, Fisher Stevens, Richard Edson, and Fiona Shaw, who I just found out played Petunia Dursley, and then, as you said, Andor's mother too.
Yep.
I knew her face from somewhere, but yeah,
she's quite good. This might not be her best role.
Well, nobody can say it's the best role. Any of these actors. The budget was 42 to 48 million, and it brought in 38.9, so it messed up.
Yeah,
a lot.
Yeah, not a lot of people actually liked this when it first came out.
So you have to think about, or have to describe the general plot. It's sort of weird in a way. You have to get into evolution and the way the two worlds branched off. There's converging worlds. There's a world
because of an asteroid.
Because of an asteroid
asteroid science, I think it's called.
Really?
Yeah.
We're the world that we evolved from apes. They're the world that evolved from dinosaurs. That's all you need to kind of know about it. And Princess
We're
Daisy,
identical to them, though, in physical form, because that's how evolution works, right?
Yeah. Just for this.
Why not?
Example.
I would be willing to accept that.
Yeah.
If some of the other things tied the game into the movie, but they don't.
No, the whole path of the plot and the path of the storyline just doesn't work. It's too cumbersome and convoluted for what this is. It's a video game movie, which should be a bit more enjoyable to watch and a lot less dark.
I have seen the non-live action version, the one that came out a couple of years ago, and it is what you should have, or they should have done here. Obviously, the technology wasn't there for it, but that's reasonably funny. It's lighthearted. You don't have to engage your brain, and it's well executed. This is, as you say, cumbersome, and it's not that funny for the vast majority of it.
No. Baby Daisy's left on a nun's step with this rock around her neck, and then we jump forward to 20 years later. She's a paleontology student digging up dinosaurs in New York. Twin Towers in the background, as you always note in these movies.
Yep.
So yeah, the tone at the start is sort of weird. We get to see Mario and Luigi as struggling plumbers, and they go down there and they don't get a job because Scalappi brothers are ahead of them. They don't really become any part of the plot, really.
The damn Scapellis.
Scapellis. Yeah. So before all the chaos arrives and they head on into the alternative Dino Hatton, do we get a sense of who they are at all, the Mario brothers?
Not especially.
No.
They're plumbers, and
failing.
Straight away, it kind of lets you know they're not brothers. I'm not exactly sure what the relationship is. It kind of implies that Bob Hoskins, or Mario, his full name, adopted him or something. I didn't fully understand what was going on.
No.
I didn't care enough to dig into it either.
No. Daisy's, to make a long story short, Daisy's kidnapped by Koopa's agent, what are they, Toad or I don't even fucking know.
Iggy and Spike, which are actual Koopas, in the game.
Yeah, and they're just people. So they went for this whole approach where all the characters would be human, apart from the Goombas,
whose heads have been devolved from human-esque dinosaurs into less human-esque but still humanish dinosaurs.
And will follow orders from Koopa.
Yeah.
I think they're the best part of the movie, I think.
They did the dirt on Toad, the character Toad, who is just one of the Goombas. Well,
he's a DJ up in the new world, up in the world, and
on the street. Yeah,
he gets kidnapped.
Guitar. He said mean things about President Koopa, so they Goombaize him. But Toad is a dude who looks like a toadstool.
Yeah.
God damn it!
Well, that's the
Not
thing.
a dinosaur.
So they probably looked at it and went, we can't make these look good, or are we getting the Wizard of Oz type production going on here?
Maybe they should have went there though.
Well, I think it only came out when the animation and cartoon technology was there to actually create the whole world, I guess. This was an attempt at just humanizing every character, which could work in a sense.
I think it was lazy. They just went, everything's a dinosaur. We'll go with that. That's fine. That's not creative.
No, not so. Like we get they chase Daisy into Dino Hatton, and it's kind of interesting, but you don't really see a lot of it. Dino Hatton.
It looks a lot like Manhattan, only the cars have bits stuck to them and sparkles.
True. And running on electricity.
Yeah, like a bumping car.
Yes, exactly like a bumping
car. I don't get the logic.
It's just a style choice, design choice that you said, oh, let's change shit up.
Yeah, but it doesn't change it that much. It's to a point where...
yeah.
Again, feels to me it's lazy. It's a lazy design choice.
There's no world building. I don't know what the hell Dino Hatton's about.
It's Manhattan, and the dinosaurs look like people.
True.
So Manhattan.
Yeah.
Well done.
There's also this very, very vague story where all these women are being kidnapped and they're all here in Dino Hatton.
Yeah, completely irrelevant.
Yeah, Daisy. So Daisy's with them in Koopa's tower, and Mario and Luigi get caught up with Toad, and they meet Koopa and get threatened with the devolving gun, and Toad unfortunately gets devolved into a Goomba, and with a mouth organ, of course, just so we know it's him later.
Yeah. At this point, I'm confused because we were introduced to the big bad guy, Koopa.
Yeah,
ably played by Mr. Harper. But why isn't it Bowser? He is a big dinosaur thing.
True.
Why wouldn't you just go with that? Like, Koopa Troopers are just little minions.
Yeah, I think there's maybe an hour of extra footage, and there's 20 iterations of the script where Bowser was the arch enemy, but I think many rewrites.
Had the chance to watch some of the extended versions of this. I decided to go with the shortest one I could find.
Oh, there's extended versions, like real.
Oh yeah, you can there's 2.5 hours if you really want to go there. With the clips that were jammed in. If you feel like it, you can find it. I did not feel like it.
No, thank you.
No.
So yeah, I think I think for all the production choices, I actually really love the Goombas.
Yes, I like their expression and start dancing.
I love the dance.
La, 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 la. That did make me happy. It didn't make me chuckle, but it did kind of make me warm and fuzzy. It's like, they're having a good time.
Well, they're simple creatures. They're simple creatures. They
like music.
They start rhythm. So Luigi makes them dance in an elevator at some point, and they just...
See, while I love them dancing, and they're pairing up, and they're going, do. I love that. Yeah. But I was annoyed by the fact that Luigi knew to do that magically.
There was no clue to that earlier on.
No.
You sure? Okay.
I didn't see anything anyway. Later on,
yeah,
it's brought back in where the Toad Goomba starts playing music to save Mario and Luigi, and everybody starts dancing again. That made sense then, because it was introduced earlier in the lift. But in the lift,
true,
Luigi intuits it because,
and Luigi comes across as not very bright through the script, and also Mario doesn't really have a lot of character at all, I don't think.
Which is annoying.
Which is quite annoying. And also
Mario, he's a strong character in my head, at least.
Yeah, he should be. Like, both of them are just pretty much just run-of-the-mill people, and they're not very special. And okay, maybe that's Super Mario in the video game thing, but he's a hero. He's supposed to do stuff, and I don't know. Yeah, obviously they go into Koopa's tower and saves the day and everything, and know what to do. They know what to do every second of the way, but there's no real meaning behind their routine of action sequences.
No, and they're quite disjointed. Like the desert scene as well. I don't get it. There's nothing in the desert. They pooter about for 20 minutes in the desert. Nothing happens really.
No, there's no reason, because then Spike and Iggy find them and they just go back to the tower. And then for some reason, Spike and Iggy become this anti-Koopa characters as well. So like, I don't know why that happened.
They were the resistance all along, apparently.
Well, they're evolved as well. They were made clever, and that's why they started analyzing.
But at one point, I think it's Iggy says, "Yeah, we've been working for the king all this time."
Oh,
when they bump into Daisy, I don't know if he's just saying that to get on her side or.
Yeah, it might be. They don't act like it because they've kidnapped like 20 women and done everything for Koopa.
Yeah.
I think it's just that they were using their newfound evolved intellect to just say, yeah, we've been with you all along. Don't kill us.
I don't get, though, their evolution, and they're suddenly smart, but they're still bumbling idiots.
They are still bumbling, yeah.
So they just use better words. That's not intelligence. That's a better lexicon. Yeah. Well done.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're still based in this tower, and in the meantime, Big Bertha has stolen the stone when they first got into the Dino Hatton, and we have to go and get it now with Iggy and Spike. And so that's another dance sequence between Mario and Big Bertha. It's like, yeah, really?
Again, that's weird. And the Big Bertha character doesn't really. Well, where's that come from?
Is she a character in the video games?
I think she might be one of the big bullet bills. Is it Big Bertha? Let me just Google that.
They do have a lot of little nods to the little characters. Obviously, the walking bomb, but then there's little bullets as well.
The bomb.
You see.
Bullet bill.
Yeah.
Mario games. Just out of Google interest.
Also, while you're doing that, I'll just mention the jump boots introduction and why that was a thing.
Wasted. Because I'm not saying anything. I may be missing something.
No, it's probably just a
Big Bertha's Lake is a level, apparently. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, I never really played Super Mario Bros. 3, so I don't know it. Yeah, but the jump boots annoyed me because I thought they could have been used to tie back into the game again, because one of the best ways of killing stuff in the Mario games is to bounce on their heads.
Right.
Here's a pair of shoes that you jump high in the air.
Yeah.
Could you maybe bounce on top of Goomba's heads?
You could try. You should.
Yeah.
If you want to make the video game players happy, then you need to have a lot more.
You gotta do fan service.
Tie-ins. Yeah. And they did not do that. And also, like, why not bring in sort of, like, the whole tower is infested with fungus, aka mushrooms. Why aren't you calling them mushrooms? There's mushrooms everywhere. Why didn't they at one point eat a mushroom and then they have their little...
None of the power-ups happen, yeah.
Power-ups is the term I was looking for. Yeah, there's this weird mix between comedy and dystopian sci-fi, and neither are done well.
Oh, wait, the mushroom, I completely messed this up right now. The mushroom was Bowser.
Oh, yeah.
How did I miss that? So Daisy's dad is Bowser.
Yeah, but he didn't look... When he came... Yeah, I read that today and I just completely forgot about it. When he came to be reality human at the end, he doesn't look anything like the way Dennis Hopper looks like Koopa, basically.
Yeah.
Why didn't they make this dude look...
Yeah,
Bowser-ish?
Instead of looking like Bishop from Aliens, he should have looked like a big turtle with spikes in his back.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Disappointing. And he was supposed to be the good guy.
Right, and he gets 10 seconds of screen time. But as we find out though, he has helped them with his fungus threads.
His fungus powers.
And the only time Luigi says, "Oh, he's been giving us bombs all along," and also he expands the fungus to catches
the lads when they're driving a car through a tunnel into a pit or something, and the fungus grabs the car. Same happens when Mario falls dropping into
yeah.
So
and also they've done Yoshi bad too.
Oh, they did him rotten.
When Daisy meets him, he looks just like Yoshi is one of the cutest characters in Super Mario Brothers. He just looks like Jurassic Park, and Jurassic Park came out a year later than this, and it was actually a pretty good dinosaur model.
But we don't want dinosaurs.
I don't want.
I want Yoshi.
Yeah,
this ain't Yoshi. And then later on, they stab Yoshi, which offended me deep in my core.
Great.
What are you doing? That's Yoshi, you assholes.
And what does he even do? Like Yoshi, he saves Daisy from what's her name?
What was it?
Lena, who's trying to overthrow Koopa because Koopa doesn't respect her. So that's all that Yoshi does. I need more Yoshi.
Yes, absolutely. Maybe have Mario jump on his back and fly around the place eating Goombas. I'd love that.
You'd have to go into a smaller Mario version, though.
Yeah, or a bigger Yoshi.
Yeah.
I would be down with that, but he's just there. He bites Lena's leg or something. That's it. His tongue does stick out briefly.
True.
Which is
I thought he was going to eat. I thought he was going to eat Lena, and
that's what he's supposed to do. He eats the bad guys, and then he poops out an egg. That's what he does.
Do it all or do it none.
Exactly. So that was disappointing. There's a weird thing though as well. They had computers all around the place, and all these computers had guns attached to them. You point the gun at the computer to do the things.
Oh yeah, they were the Super Nintendo guns as well.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel that way.
No, it was weird.
They had the Super Nintendo bazookas as well. That was the...
True, yeah, that might be the one. But they all look like Nintendo guns.
Yeah, so I think they just spray painted some Nintendo guns. But
Duck Hunt.
Yeah.
It just looked cumbersome when Daisy was in her father's fungal throne room. She had to access the TV and she had to take the gun and point it at the screen and use that technology.
It was a choice.
It was a choice.
I don't get why. I think they thought they needed to have some reference to Nintendo product in an attempt to sell something. But it's a weird, obscure, unintuitive reference. It's weird, janky.
Their whole approach to trying to tie it into Super Mario Brothers was not good.
Ew.
So Koopa's motivation for doing all this is to merge the two universes so he could bring his Devolver gun over to Manhattan and go, "Do you want to turn everybody into apes?" Which he does to the Scapelli dude for some reason. He just points it at him instead of Mario. And go because they start merging because Lena has stolen the rock that they need to plug in to merge the universes. And so they disintegrate and start merging, and it's a bit silly.
It is daft.
Convoluted plot line for a video game movie.
It doesn't really move anything along either.
I think we'd be fine if it was just the enemy, whether it's Bowser or Koopa, have kidnapped the princesses. That's all it is. And throw in Donkey Kong as a friggin' reference and chucking barrels down at me at some point.
Well, the animated movie does quite heavily go with the Donkey Kongs. It's supposed to be fan service, and it's supposed to kind of make sense.
Yeah.
In the universe of the game.
Yeah.
None of this fits that universe. And that's a very well-defined universe. There's a world already built. Why not lean on it?
Yeah. Like I'm sure the animation has sort of done all the real trees and everything. Classic castle one, an underwater one, or whatever. I hated playing Mario Brothers. It was so difficult. I could not win at
See,
Mario Brothers.
things got a bit better for the Super Nintendo years, where the game got a little bit more forgiving. Then the ones nowadays are absolutely fantastic. You get save points.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wonder if I could actually beat the games now at my experience of video game.
The original games are still wicked difficult.
Yeah, the Nintendo system ones.
Yeah, but the modern ones are actually very forgiving. They're actually a lot of fun.
I think.
In fact, the new Donkey Kong game is absolutely fantastic.
On the Switch?
Switch 2.
I was thinking of buying a Switch 2, but then I realized I've got enough games to play on Steam. I don't need another platform.
That's the same problem. I have more games than I have time left in my life to play.
Yeah. Anyway, all this rescuing of stuff happens near the end of the movie. This aforementioned, or did we mention it before we went on air? The mattress thing. Did we mention it when we recorded? Anyway,
I don't know. We were complaining about it at some point.
Yeah, we were. I think it was before we started recording. Anyway, Mario gets into the room where Daisy is with all the kidnapping women, and just suddenly just gets a mattress and goes down a pipe, and these Goombas follow them on another mattress, and it's just really clunky editing. Just
very long scene as well.
It's very long. It just keeps on repeating the same curve camera shot going around a pipe.
Yeah,
it's how they incorporated a pipe into the script and said, "This will do. This will do." It's not even green.
Yeah, and I don't know if I was complaining at some point. They don't use the sounds. You've got the pipe sounds. It's the pipe sound when you're going in, the pipe sound you're going out. Everybody who's playing the Mario game knows it and loves it. Never comes out. Never used.
Well, which is weird because when Daisy enters that computer, it makes the sound of the 1-up, when you press start or something on the Super Mario Brothers or Mario Brothers game. It did make a sound there. If you're going to go, see, that's the thing though, that music only suits a more airy, light environment, not dystopian Dino Hatton, which is stupid.
The problem with the dystopian environment, though, it's too comedic. It's a weird mishmash of dark fantasy and slapstick.
Yeah, the Goombas are slapstick.
Yeah,
but the scenery is not. It's like friggin' Blade Runner.
That's yeah.
And it just has Koopa, vote for Koopa signs everywhere.
And every sign says Koopa Avenue and Koopa Park, Koopa Freeway.
I'm surprised that Nintendo gave the green light to be able to, for somebody just to take this.
I know, what were they thinking? It probably explains why they never let anybody touch their IP for 30 years.
For 30 years. Yeah.
Because they were, after looking at this, I think they'd probably give whoever it is free reign.
Yeah.
And they regretted it heavily.
Yeah.
The new movies, they actually made sure that they were involved.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Especially when it's a cartoon, because it's closer to the video game imagery. Yeah. I think the last sort of final action scene where they confront Koopa in this sort of over a street scene, and there's some sort of bucket above the street.
How long is he in the bucket for?
I have no clue, but it really just shows the director's no knowledge whatsoever of shooting or editing a action scene. It's just disjointed and
static. That's my issue with it. It is supremely static. He's in a bucket and Mario's hanging off the bottom of it, and it's like that for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Then
Mario pops up, blah blah blah. He says, and then he fakes having a stone with a bit of string.
Yeah. It's a thing. And the bomb he set off 20 minutes ago eventually arrives back.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on there, and I was like, when he winds that bomb and puts it down, please don't tell me that's just going to move slowly like a real toy with those arms. Please make it fast. Like, they're fast in the game, so please make it fast here, because I don't want to wait for a badly edited journey of this bomb just plodding along. Like, it's
That's what we got, because it basically was a toy with a sparkler on the top of it.
Yeah. And it's like really bad as well. Like I think the eyes were painted on wonky and it wasn't good.
Tipex.
Yeah, pretty much looked like that. Yeah, but then it's like it's so very convoluted because then he gets devolved. Koopa gets devolved by a devolver gun and it turns into this melty dinosaur, and then he turns into goop. He's a Koopa.
He's a Koopa. Yeah, like why didn't he turn into a fungus?
I don't know.
Why can't he be a fungus as well?
Well, here's the deal. Why does the fungus just turn suddenly back into Bowser? How does that happen? Why does that happen?
Because
you don't know.
Koopa died.
Okay.
Yeah,
fair enough.
That's how evolution works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love the way that they were so delusional that they had, when they near the end of the movie, they've Daisy just burst into their apartment and go, all right, lads, let's go. We have to go on another mission. I need your help.
Yeah.
And then Mario and Luigi just go, let's roll, puts on their belts as if there's going to be a sequel.
I can't believe they didn't make a sequel.
Yeah.
It's
it was a misstep.
You gotta believe. You gotta believe.
Yes, I guess so. It's kind of like when we watched Buckaroo Banzai. They had a thing at the end.
Buckaroo Banzai will return. Will he?
Well, he won't.
Not so much.
This movie might have been a bit ahead of its time, and I don't mean it's great. I'm just saying that this movie should have maybe been made in the 2000s, so they could get a little grasp on what they wanted to do and a bit more technology usage. Because I don't think you can do live action Super Mario Brothers. There's just way too many creatures involved to make it look good. You could make it look like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't think the characters in Super Mario Brothers are attuned to that transformation.
Well, they did. When did that live action Ninja Turtles movie come out?
Might have been 91 or 89 to 91, maybe.
Yeah, so
it was
you
there.
Could have done it.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I think their art direction was way off. Yeah. I think they spent all their money on the Goombas and did nothing else left after that.
Yeah.
Which, again, Goombas are amazing.
I would buy a Goomba action figure from this movie.
Absolutely.
It's this movie.
I do like Toad's expression the whole way through it. He's kind of happy the whole time.
And at the end, I think he goes, bye, when they're leaving the leaving the thing. I love it. Bye. I'm a Goomba. I would be a Goomba. I'm just made to be a Goomba.
Music starts, start dancing. That's it.
That's all I can do. That's the shuffle. I read that over time, like John Leguizamo has said, you know what? Yeah, it's shit, but I kind of like the way it's lasted. The directors were invited to maybe a showing of it in 2020 something at Quentin Tarantino's new movie theater or something, and he was surprised that it was full. People clapped and cheered at the right things, and they weren't doing it ironically, and he's quite happy. So, like every other bad movie, there's an audience that is either sentimental or just likes it for what it is.
Like The Room.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot more going for this than The Room, though.
Oh my God, yeah. Like, as much as I don't really like this movie, it's not The Room.
To be honest with you, at the start of this movie, I was like getting into it. I was like maybe the first 10 minutes or so, like, okay, Mario and Luigi in their apartment. Okay, they're plumbers. They're trying to get a few jobs. They're down on their luck.
That's fine. I actually quite like the start.
Luigi's going to date Daisy, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Good. Okay. I could just get rid of the whole rock in the egg thing and Daisy being born on a nun's step or whatever. I don't want that. From an egg. Yeah. I don't want that. I just want Daisy, and then Mario's wife, let's say, is Peach and her girlfriend, and they are out at dinner, and suddenly they just get caught up in this sort of dimensional warp thing, and real Spike and his friend grabs
Iggy.
them and goes, "We're off to a castle, not a fucking tower, a castle."
And when you get to the end of the castle,
It's a
the
boss
princess
level.
isn't here, and Toad tells you have to go to the next one.
That's Super Mario Brothers 2.
Yeah, there we go. Movies
But
made.
then when they get pulled in as well, they get transformed. They have their uniforms. We had to wait till 66 minutes or so, and they get uniforms from a locker.
And they don't look like their uniforms. Like it's got what's the blue patches and the blue arms? His outfit is red.
Design choices.
In fact, he's on the wall right behind me.
Oh yeah. True. So yeah, you must have taken great umbrage to this movie then.
The only thing I'd like about the Mario design as a character is that Bob Hoskins kind of looks like Mario.
True. And you know what? I didn't dislike Bob Hoskins.
No, not at all. I think he needed a bit more to bite on.
I don't dislike Dennis Hopper's performance.
No, neither do I. I think just everything around it is like there's decent performances, which is a weird thing to say about this movie.
They don't half-arse it. I think everybody just fine. To be honest with you, there's no real bad acting.
Even John Leguizamo, I thought he was quite good. I'm quite fond of Johnny Boy.
Yeah, Usual Suspects, right? He was in that lineup, wasn't he?
No.
Yeah.
No.
What? He wasn't in Usual Suspects as a part of that lineup.
No, you're thinking of what's his face.
Let's not harp on it.
No, I'm pretty sure it wasn't him.
Let's oversee my mistake. I just thought I remember saying, "Give me the gun, you fucking cocksucker."
Yeah, that's I was going to say Javier Bardem, not Javier. Damn
Why
it!
do we have a movie podcast? Anyway, it's not him. Let's, as you're typing up shit there, let's
Benicio del Toro. God.
Yeah, I know I know him, but I thought John Leguizamo was another part of the
no, different dude.
Gabriel Byrne is.
he's Koopa.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about plot. We've already talked a lot about it. We've got a darker sci-fi version that really just comes out of nowhere. We've got parallel dimensions where dinosaurs evolved instead of humans. We see Dino Hatton. If you played a Mario game, you'd be going, what the hell's going on here? If you haven't played a Mario game, you're just going to go, this is a weird movie.
You'd be right in both of those.
Yeah. Comedy attempt, yes, but weird. I don't know if it was... I don't even know if it was children's comedy or comedy towards adults.
That's a fantastic question. I have that written down here. What's the target audience?
Don't know. PG, right? It was PG movie.
PG. So is it for kids? But it doesn't feel like it's for kids, but it doesn't feel like it's for adults. I don't know what it is.
No, it's for in-betweeners.
Yeah, it's for adults who play computer games and they're kids. But 93 didn't give enough time for these kids to grow up into adults.
Yeah. What's the closest part of the movie is to the computer game? Is there anything, apart from like Bob Hoskins as Mario, is there anything that's close to the spirit of the computer games?
The shoes, I thought were going to be very close. I thought they were going to jump and land on people's heads when it didn't happen. I was like, yeah, it's just the basic part of the game. It's the first thing.
Like if it's the Devolver and Evolver guns, like that just came out of nowhere. That's not in any of the games, right?
No.
So
that's a half-arsed excuse to use the guns from Nintendo.
Let's use another tool from the games instead of just making up shit.
Mushrooms. Eat the mushroom. You get
all
big.
Mushrooms. Yeah.
Yeah. And the flower shoot fire.
The guns shot fire. That was their take on it. And those are terrible.
It was just annoying me. The special defects on that were amazing.
I'm going to give the plot 1.5. You said 10.
It was amazing. The plot was shocking. I'm giving it 1.
1.
It by itself, if it wasn't based on a computer game, I'd give it more. But they're doing the game a disjustice on this. It's just an abomination of the source material. What they've done here annoys me
greatly. I want to play them games again now just to see if I can play them. I'm sure I can find an emulator.
Yep, you'll end up throwing your controller out the wall.
True. Acting. So as we said, it's not the worst part. Dennis Hopper, Bob Hoskins, John Leguizamo, everybody else, they're actually playing it as good as they can, as well as they can.
Even though apparently they're all drunk half the time.
So I read. Why not? I'm sure Bob Hoskins could throw back a few.
Oh yeah, and he could act well, lamped as well.
Yeah. Dennis Hopper leans into the whole just shtick of it, going, "All right, I'm going to do this."
He's an excellent bad guy, and he always is.
Yeah,
you can't help it. He's brilliant. Yeah, listen, it's not great acting. They did okay with the source material that was put in front of them. In fact, I'd say they did good in relation to what was in front of them. So I'm going to give them 2.5 because that's the best I can give.
Yeah, I would just put down 2.75 just because I want to give them credit where credit is due. Sound brackets track. The score doesn't really happen for me. At the start, it does do 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 do.
Yeah,
okay,
it's too subtle.
But then that's it. It's over.
Yeah.
So then we're straight into cyberpunk, Blade Runner type city, and I don't remember anything regarding
they had
the soundtrack.
Some modern 90s music in the Big Bertha's nightclub.
Do you remember that dinosaur song?
Everybody do the dinosaur.
Yeah, everybody walk the dinosaur.
Dinosaur, sorry.
Open the door, get on the floor. I wonder, was it made for that movie? I remember it coming out. No, I think it came out in the 80s. And then at the end, it was weird for me when it fades to black. The first credit you see is blah, 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 original song by Roxette. It's like, shouldn't it be directed by these two idiots and not Roxette?
They're like, no, don't put our names to start. No.
It was just a weird ending to the credits. Weird start to the credits.
Directed by Roxette. What?
I'm giving the sound brackets track 1. They didn't utilize it properly.
So many effects could have been subtly used, woven in. Just sneak them in there. Very little usage. Again, great source material, a whole library of sound effects.
So rich.
Opportunity missed. I'm going to go 1. I'd feel bad going lower than 1, but
I'll give the lowest one for direction because they fucked up big time.
Just stupid.
They didn't make the right decision. They didn't create a nice world that we would just relax into, like Super Mario World.
Yes. It's supposed to be a warm hug. That's what Super Mario is. Even when it's frustrating you, it's still a warm, sort of comfortable place. This isn't that. You've got this amazing universe that had been built at this time already for the Mario World stuff. And they don't use any of it. They put the names of things on things.
They were their own worst enemy.
They shouldn't have used it. Shouldn't have called us Mario Brothers. I would have liked it a little bit more. And the Yoshi thing.
Fuck with the Yoshi. Don't fuck with Yoshi.
Don't fuck with Yoshi. And then the knife Yoshi. They stab Yoshi. Oh, they're fucking...
It's bad choices. And then as well, the action sequences are so badly staged. I hate them. And you can just tell that they're disjointed. It's like they took a take from one angle. All right, let's go set it back. Let's do it again. And then they just disjointed the editing. It's like, I don't know what you did there.
They didn't know what they did there.
Yeah, these people haven't done anything since this movie directing. They've done some weird shit, but nothing good. I'm going to give them... I'm going to give them 0.5, I think, because I had a 0.75, but no, I'm just going to put it down even more.
I had 0.75 as well, but now that you're making me angry about it, I'm not showing you there. Because of what... what this movie could have been. And you've got a great cast, in my opinion. They could have done great things with this movie.
Yeah.
Idiots.
But they didn't. Twits. Goombas.
Shout at Goombas.
Or brain dead Goombas.
Yeah, they've been de-evolved.
Yeah. So if you were asked, hey, is this movie bad or misunderstood? Bad.
Yes.
Yeah, bad and misunderstood. The AV Club gave it 10, but Nathan said Super Mario Brothers devotes half its runtime to lumbering exposition, yet still makes no fucking sense. Seldom has a film done such heavy lifting to such meager effort.
Yeah. There's an incredible amount of exposition, and none of it adds.
I want to see if our pal Roger Ebert has reviewed this at all. Maybe he didn't spend the time to do it himself. No, but Mary Flannery in the Philadelphia Daily News gave it 88. Said, even moviegoers who don't own Nintendo will thoroughly enjoy these superheroes, and chances are this is only the beginning of their film exploits.
This lady is very smart.
Yeah. I'll read some more of the bad ones, forget the good ones. Cineview Adam said, stands out as a prime example of what not to do when trying to construct a watertight feature-length narrative on the foundations of a simplistic platform game.
Duh.
Yeah. Variety said there's an absence of tension or an interesting narrative makes it tedious in the extreme. Back in 93, Baltimore Sun said, Super Mario Bros. Ain't no game, but it ain't no movie either. The huge, busy, empty, uninvolving mess is marooned halfway between narrative and spectacle, neither fully one nor the other. It was the first video game movie. Let's put it out there. It's a historical movie.
How it's come on since then. Like, you've got things like The Last of Us, where you've adapted a game into an amazing TV show. I never thought movies made from computer games would ever be good because of this movie, because of the I don't know, the curse that was placed on them by this.
I'll leave the last word to the USA Today. Susan in 1993 said, all the Drano in the world couldn't fix what's clogging the works in Super Mario Brothers. So leave it at that. Leave it to the professionals. Yeah, so it was a movie.
It was a movie, technically.
But yeah, it's just disappointing for both kids who may fly over their heads to adults who are going, what the hell? This isn't Super Mario Brothers based on the video game. Yeah.
Certainly isn't.
But I'm sure there's lots of people who cult status love it right out there. So, if you haven't liked us or commented or subscribed to us on the platform you're watching us or listening to us on, please do so, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.
Cheerio.